What's going on, Blerds, nerds, and everybody in between? It's your boy Wyatt, the sensei of the Syndicate, here with a joint process we got going on here. We got the Victory Road to Gaming podcast, and it's a special issue of with the BS. So, of course, I got my fellas with me here. So we're gonna start off one third of the things people don't say podcast, one half of Victory Road podcast, the Husky Hokage himself. How you doing, Marcus?
I'm doing good. I'm tired. I had a sick baby for the past 2 days, but I'm here. So how about yourself?
Man, so let me tell you this quick story. Well, no, hold on. Before we do that, I want to get the other half of the tag team champions. Dub, what's good, man?
Not much, man. Chilling.
Man, let me tell you this. So before we got started, the reason why I'm late is so I'm downstairs in the Blerd cave now. That's what I'm gonna call it. So it's really cool. I got a lot of electronics that I've been putting together, all the rest of it. So now down here it gets a little bit colder. So I had like a space heater, and then I was like, let me try this other space heater to hook this up. So like I hooked it up and it was working, and then next thing you know, I was talking to Dub. Next thing you know, all my shit just shut off. And then after that, I was like, oh, okay. So then I had messed up I had to hit the fuse box, and that was cool. Everything works, but I got this old ass computer. So then after that, it takes like 5 minutes to load up, and then like it was right at the time that we were getting ready to start. So Dub, I had to apologize to him. I was like, hey, you're still there, but I'm not. But I'm gonna be there. So
see, and what's crazy is my internet's been shit the last few days. Mm-hmm. So I had to message you. I messaged you in the power chat. I was like, either my internet shit or yours, because it literally like the last few days, like my phone has been connected and disconnected from the internet. I had to cut it off and cut it back on. So I thought it was me again.
Man, I was like, that's not good at all. So then I knew it was gonna take at least a good 5 minutes to load up this computer, because every time, like, it's as old as my son, so it's like a 10 or 11-year-old computer, but it still works. But it's just old as slow as molasses old. So appreciate y'all sticking here with us. But today we are talking about a video game adaptation that just came out. It was on HBO, The Last of Us. It's based off of the PlayStation product under the same name. So the first episode came out Sunday. And so I wanted to kind of get you guys' opinions and your takes on how you guys felt about it.
Well, I mean, I'll go ahead and go. So I watched it Sunday. Actually watched some of it with my wife. She halfway paid attention, but once the action started going, she was like, oh, what happened? But just based off, I ain't gonna go into details. I know we're gonna kind of discuss it through this episode, but it was good. For me, it was so, having seen the game or whatever, like it ain't a shot for shot, like it's not shot for shot, which is good. They changed some stuff up, like from how it happened in the game to how it happened on screen, but it was just off that first episode. It's a really, really good. I ain't gonna say it's the best game adaptation, but it's up there. It's for me, it's up there. So,
how you feel about that?
I gotta ask Marcus a question real quick. What was is Last of Us on your backlog, or you actually beat it? You actually successfully beat it?
So, I have not played it. It's on the list. It's on the list. Is it? But I know what's gonna happen. I've screamed.
I'm gone.
Look, man, I ain't had time to play it, but I do plan on playing it still. I just want about a remake, because they just did the remaster, whatever. That was PS5, and they were charging $70 for it. I'm not about to pay $70 for this game. They just and they just did a remake a few years ago, and I got the PS4 version for the whatever. So I still have it, but I catch the PS5 version when it go on sale or whatever. However,
or they get for free.
Correct. But I watched a guy that one of the YouTubers I follow who streams games. I watched him play through the whole game, man. And it's a good story. Good story. So,
all right.
So Dub, how do you feel about it?
Yeah.
I usually hate anime video game adaptations of stuff. But the first 5 minutes reeled me in because I liked how they kind of did the information. Like, yeah, fungus only does this much in this temperature, so shit, it'll be good. But if that motherfucker evolved, I was like, he was like, if they learn how to get withstand heat over 94 degrees, how did that happen?
And he was like, what if the warm up? He was like, saying the earth warm up. But I was like, ooh.
And I was like, ooh. It had me sitting there thinking, like, damn. They do be talking about this climate change and global warming. Like, somebody's like, I've lived in Alabama most of my life and stayed in California. And just seeing the severe weather changes over the last few years or so, it had me thinking, like, oh, damn. We finna get fucked up. We're gonna do better. So it kind of reeled me in from that standpoint. I was like, okay, let me, because I wasn't gonna watch it at first till they said we was gonna do a review on it. Because I'm just like, whatever. And then after that, it kind of reeled me in, and I'm like, and it caught me. It caught me, and I'm kind of like Marcus. I don't know if I say. Well, I'm be a devil's advocate. I'd probably say this might end up being the best video game adaptation. This is not with me thinking too much. This is not with me thinking too much. Because I might go back and think like, oh shit, that was pretty good. But being a prisoner at the moment, I will go on record and say I think this will probably be the best video game adaptation series. That movie series,
yeah, I give you
that we ever seen.
Yeah, so like we're gonna try to keep it spoiler free, but some stuff is just a part of the just plot. So you know what I mean. But the first thing that I really appreciated is like within that first 30 minutes where like you have that scene that's actually from the video game, but they made it into real life where they're trying to get out of the city, and that part was really, really fun to me just because like I was like, I remember playing this part. I remember doing that. And so, it was really cool to see that. I also thought about the guy who plays he's in everything. He's in the Mandalorian. Yeah. He's in the Mandalorian. He's in this, like he can't sit down.
He was in if we're talking about that, both Bella Ramsey and Pedro Pascal both were in Game of Thrones as well.
I don't know who Pedro was in Game of Thrones. I know Bella Ramsey was Laura Mormont, but who Pedro was?
He was I can't remember what season it was, but he ended up getting killed by like
shit. He was.
Was he the guy that got his eyes pulled out?
Yeah, the motherfucker. Yeah. He was Yeah, I would not die today. That's who he was. I would not die today. Like,
he was the one that was. He had the little staff. No, not the. Whatever it was. And then he was picking him up, and then all of a sudden the mountain. I think it was the mountain got a hold of him.
Yeah, it was the mountain. The mountain got a hold of him,
and that was all she wrote there. So.
I gotta remember his name because now it's gonna bother me. Because it's on the tip of my tongue. Martell, Auburn Martell.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he has not stopped working. Now that I look at all the stuff that he's been in, like since even before then. But he was a really good. He's done a really good job as far as that's concerned. I appreciate that. The fact that for those who haven't played the video game, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it that like you don't know and you're going to find out. So it's really, really good from that point. And then being able to see his relationship with his brother as well. I thought that was really important, especially in the future.
Yeah. So it's I love that. Like I said, I love what Doug mentioned when he bring the first 5 minutes, that conversation they have, and the first 5 minutes where they're explaining. Like they don't do that in the game. So for them to do that here, so that lets people who haven't played the game or don't know much about the game or whatever, like they kind of that right there alone gives them backstory, gives them reason or cause, or basically kind of explains what's happening or why this is happening or whatever the case may be.
And you know what I really like about it too is they have it. So I think that kind of gives them a foot up against like what happens with The Walking Dead. Now I haven't watched the rest of it. Like I stopped at like season 5 or 6, but like you never knew what started and how everything got done from there. This way it made it seem like there was a why behind it, you know what I mean? And then you could be able to explain it and talk about it, because when they started and it was like 1968, I was like, whoa, I don't like that. But then after that, now that they kind of explained upon it and told you why they were stuff like that, it made it worthwhile for us to get that backstory.
Because on top of that, my man was shook. He was like, and the crazy part is the scientist that was explaining probably dead. But the host, he's still alive, so he's someone probably still like, they said this was gonna happen. They said this because like I said in the game, I remember you never got no backstory. You just all hell just broke loose.
Just heard slickers and had to get to it.
Yeah, man. That's why I say, like, this, if you haven't played the game, like that right there alone sets you up. That brings you in there, and I love it. So I'm just kind of fast forwarding, just a little speculation. So this whole first season is gonna be the first game. I'm assuming they go definitely get a second season, and I'm assuming they get in the second season.
I agree they're getting the second season. But I think they're gonna split. I think they're gonna stretch it out a little longer.
Yeah, that game is long as shit, bro.
I think they're gonna do the first season. This first season gonna be their first game. That's
a lot of shit to cover, though.
That is
a lot. It's a lot, man.
It is, but it ain't. You can put that all up in one season. Cause look what they did with the first episode. If their episodes are how long, like say 45 to how long it is? Like in the first episode, like an hour and 20. So if you put the episodes and you do that from like, if your episodes maybe an hour long and we getting 10, 12 episodes, they can put that in the first season. They can get that first game in the first season.
I think they can, but I don't think they will, because then after that they shooting themselves in the foot. You know what I mean? Because you only got 2 games to really go off of.
But the second game can be split up into 2 seasons. I'm pretty sure the second game is gonna be seasons.
Yeah, because that's tough.
But see, you don't want
that. They got the third game coming too.
But you don't want to do it. The only thing I say, you don't want to become The Walking Dead, though. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be with shit just going on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to watch it. You got good source material to pull from, but I'm just ready to see I'm just ready for the next episode, man. So
I think they're gonna get, like, they're gonna stretch out a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna find, they were going somewhere. First of all, they didn't know what was going on. This was like, the first episode was kind of like, you know how you have to learn the game and they give you that little training area kind of area where you're not really on your own yet, but you on your own. Like once they got outside of that building, once they got to that part where they had to get out of Boston, that's when shit like really started to play as the game. And I think that's what they did there. But there's a lot of stuff and there's a lot of different people that are involved in it. Sure. And I think that'll make for a really good story, though.
Then you got DLC too. I wonder if they're gonna slide the DLC in some kind of way.
We will, because if you seen some of the trailers, it's a kind of a light skinned black girl that they showed that's around the age of the girl that was from the DLC that was with Ellie when she got bit.
So yeah, you got a lot of time where you can be able to stretch stuff out with backstories. You know what I mean? What people are doing because they have 20 years to play with getting to that certain point. You know what I mean? Because it started in 2003 and now it's 2023. So they got a whole bunch of time to be able to see, okay, how did, this person get to that point? You know what I mean? How's everything going on from there? So that's one thing that's really going to be important for them too. For him as Joel to be able to explain how he's been for the whole 20 years since his since those events took place. I'm gonna spoil some stuff.
How much stuff are we gonna spoil? How much?
I'm trying to keep it as vague as possible. You know what I mean? Because I want people, since it just came out like less than a week ago, I want people to be able to check it out, and I want them to be able to be like, "Damn, they talked about this game or they talked about this show. I want to check it out."
Okay, I'm gonna omit my next comment then, because
Okay.
if somebody hasn't played the game, then they won't know certain things are supposed to happen. So I'm gonna keep my next comment to myself.
So yeah, I was talking to my sister about this. So essentially, I told her that it's like fungus zombies that they have to really worry about, and
Yeah.
and the thing is, they try to do it. And one of the parts about the game is you have to be resourceful with the stuff that you have because you're not gonna have a whole lot of bullets. You're not gonna have you got to make little weapons to be able to kind of get them in and out the way that you need to. So it's really really dope though.
You see, I think The Last of Us. Really made. I think that was like my real dive was sent into like survival games because like you have survival games like where it's kind of I gotta make sure I have bullets, but The Last of Us, if you're not careful, like yeah, bro, you spent all them bullets, you gotta go through these clips now, and we ain't giving you no more.
No more bullets. So all the stuff that y'all have is either you can run past them or try to, or you're gonna have to make something and try to take them out without any bullets. Like bullets are like I use them so sparingly just because I played through that first part, like you said, and I thought, oh, okay, I'm gonna have some more bullets. I didn't have no more bullets. I had nothing. So I think they're going through a big city filled with these fungus zombies. They're going to get to that point, and then they have other areas that they have to go through. But I think it's going to be good to be able to see them track through other areas and environments to see how they are.
Because I remember, I think The Last of Us scarred me for future games. Because now I get through a game, I'm like, damn, like all this excess shit. Because I saved it because I'm like, I'm gonna need it later, and later never came.
So I got a question for you. So, what do you think is the best video game adaptation on television?
Okay, so
excluding The Last of Us.
If you want to put The Last of Us as it, you got it. But do you have another one after that one?
I have movies.
I was gonna ask. So
that's the next one.
Because we got if we talking about series, if we talking about series, because movies are different. I'm saying it's kind of like you got adaptation and then you got video game movies. Like, so Sonic is a video game movie, but not really an actual adaptation.
Well, anything like how they took, like, say for instance, a video game character and put it on I'm just talking TV series right now. And then next we'll talk about, or if you guys want to, we can talk about movies first.
We can do the series.
Well, actually,
go ahead.
I got my goat. Pokemon.
Ooh, you can't argue with 25 years of the same dude doing the same shit.
Yeah, he retiring this year.
Yeah, won't let his balls drop this year.
That's why they got to let him go.
And he was like, hey, we don't like that. Is that an underarm here, Ash?
Is that a mustache you're getting? You're getting too old for this kid.
Get him out of here,
man. That the Vince McMahon voice.
Get him out of here.
So best shit, I'm gonna go. It's hard because just series wise, I'm trying to think just offhand, like because there've been some really good ones recently. You look at the Tekken series, the animated series that's been on Netflix, really good.
I gotta watch that.
Yeah, that's really good. I think who else? You look at the Castlevania series.
That was dope.
I did.
Really good.
I just saw that. I'm looking at some now.
Yeah.
But most of them seem like Sonic adaptations and Mario and stuff. I got another one for you, but I don't know if you guys played this.
What's that?
Cuphead.
Yeah, the Cuphead. My kids like the Cuphead show.
Cuphead was that straight. They'll hate the game though. I love the game.
The game is super hard. I already know. Like it ain't. Yeah. It's not for the weak.
Yeah. Me and my boy had the 2-player, and then when we got to the last boss, I said I give up, and he ended up keep playing to get the true end. I was like, nah, this is like, nah.
I got 2 of them.
Wow. So what you got?
So it's on Netflix too as well. Arcane.
Okay. Arcane is good. Yes.
Really good. And surprisingly, Halo was good. I was watching Halo with upper management, and like we were into it. And then Master Chief, like now the one thing I didn't like was Master Chief took his helmet off like way too early.
Right, like it's like, too early and too much. Like I think
I was like, enough of that. All right, man.
Yeah.
Just go ahead. I need Master Chief back. No offense. He's a great actor, but I don't need to see your face like that. I need to see this helmet, and I need to see you get to work.
Exactly. And see, I watched like the first 2 episodes, and that really kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And I was like, I'll come back and wait till when it's over, and I'll watch the rest of it. And I just ain't went back yet. But that's I was like, he took his helmet off too much. Like, bro, what we doing now? We you Master Chief, like, come on now. It's what we call
I think. Okay. Well, there we go.
Yeah, I think that was a compliment for me too. I've never got a compliment on my beard. I need to screenshot that.
Look at you.
Yeah, I don't know if that's for me, but thank you.
You gonna take it anyway?
Hey, I'm taking it. I'm ready with it today.
Yeah. So he said that we need a brother. That's Master Chief. Well,
hey man,
listen, because his voice in the game was definitely of our descent. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, it's a white guy dude named Steve Downs.
No, but I'm saying it sounded.
I get what you're saying. I'm just saying this is what I'm just saying for.
Did he do the 23andMe? I just wanted to make sure that he's completely.
I know I did one of those.
How did you turn out? Did you?
All right, so my girl, she's West African, so she was like, she always told me some of my folks like they're from Ghana. So got my results. I was Nigerian and Ghanaian. I actually found out like I had like DNA ties to Pharaoh Ramses III or something like that.
False.
And then the other stuff, I had Scandinavian. My last name's Irish, so I'm gonna start winning kilt on y'all boys. Give me a little dub kilt. And I also had Indigenous American, and I also had East Asian. So. And everybody was like, "Oh, that's where all the enemy and brains come from." So yeah, that's me right there. That's me.
So here's the thing. I understand. I get it. I think that there should be a diverse group. Like I don't think because right now, like I like the fact that Master Chief had a black guy on his side. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the other Spartans. But I definitely would like to see more of us as a main role, as a main stage. You know what I mean? I understand, like, with The Last of Us, they did something. They did something. Well, we're not going to spoil it, but his daughter in The Last of Us was biracial, wasn't she?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but he does, as far as
Nico,
himself,
But Heroes, yeah,
you know, he looks like Joe in the show. Joe looks like you can say a regular white man, but in the movie, I mean, with Pedro Pascal, you can clearly see he's not just he's not Anglo-Saxon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
spicy.
So as far as that, man, like I like Halo was really, really good. I love the fact that Halo actually had it where like whenever they were getting their ass whooped and their shields was going low, they would make the same sounds as what happened on the video game. So that was really, really good. I think that was as far as television shows. I know you cover Castlevania. Castlevania was really, really good too.
Castlevania was really good. I'm trying to think what other video game adaptations we got, man. That are a series. Let me see.
The Witcher.
The Witcher. That is. Go to add your boy in, man. What's up, baby?
What up?
Not much. Had to eat dinner. My bad.
Oh, you good? You good? But yeah, The Witcher is definitely up there. It's definitely up there.
I'm not gonna put that one up there.
What you got? What you got?
Polar Nights. I was gonna put. I'm not gonna get him in trouble. I was reading his messages, and you a wild one. So, sir, I wanted to ask you, when you thought about video game adaptations for television, did you have any good ones that you like?
Castlevania, like, it's the first one that comes to mind because that shit was amazing. All 4 seasons slapped. I didn't watch the last episode of the 4th season.
Okay.
But slap. What else hit? Video game adaptations. I think Arcane. Isn't Arcane?
Arcane.
Well, he coming in hitting all the ones we had to look up. He in them on the head.
Yeah. Arcane slap. Okay, so all right, hear me out. Resident Evil has like terrible ones, but there is one where Leon and Claire met up at like a train station. Like they just so happened to be passing by, and then a zombie outbreak happened, and then goddamn Chris showed up. It was crazy. So that was a good one. I can't think of. I think it's Resident Evil Degeneration or something.
Is that the 3D one or something like that?
It's 3D.
All right, man. Take care.
All right, Polar Nights. What else? I think that's all I got for right now.
What about movies? Because that was the next one we were going to.
Video games to movies
that were really good.
Sonic is the first one that comes to mind because that shit.
Sonic is probably movie wise. It's probably the best one, if not the best.
I haven't seen it.
No, you haven't seen Sonic?
I haven't seen it yet.
I think you like it. Really good.
But one that was surprisingly good to me was Detective Pikachu. Was actually pretty straight.
Yes, I agree.
It was.
Pikachu is actually pretty straight. They didn't do too much. It was kind of that perfect balance.
I would say one I like, and because it wasn't super like a lot of people didn't. Well, you can say a lot of people like one I liked that just off base was Uncharted. The Uncharted movie was okay. Like it wasn't amazing, but it wasn't terrible. It was okay. It was like if you played Uncharted, you kind of knew what you was getting when you was watching. Now, granted, they had Tom Holland playing Nathan Drake, but like you don't let that distract you. You just there for the ride or whatever. You fine. It's a good movie. So
I like Timothy Holland. I like Tom. I like Timothy.
It's not bad. It's like I said before, it's like a national treasure. But and Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg play well off of each other. So they're not bad. It's just that I get tired of the same actors playing themselves in a certain type of role.
Yeah.
Like, Ryan Reynolds, The Rock, Kevin Hart, I think Tom
Denzel
Holland.
Washington.
Woo. You
want to smoke.
And you definitely are with the BS tonight. So yeah, that one you gonna have to take on your own.
I take that one on 10. I take that one on 10. I said what I said. I had a buddy of mine, me and him arguing for hours because I was like, Will Smith's a better actor because he has better range, better characters. He swore up and down, and I was lying. And I said, bro, everybody you name it is a similar character to the last one. And it's an interview of him saying, like, I only play roles I'm comfortable in or I can see myself as.
Hey, Cub, can I be honest with you? I don't disagree with you at all. I back you 1,000% because I watched Macbeth. And I don't think niggas knew that he recently did Macbeth.
I know about it. I haven't watched it.
It is goddamn Alonzo quoting Shakespeare from Training Day. That is literally it, bro. It's not bad. It's entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
But bro, Denzel is just Alonzo goddamn in medieval times.
I'm gonna tell you this one, and then I'm gonna let you go, Marcus. So I think it was American Gangster that he was playing with T.I. And he told, like, in the interview one time, T.I. was telling the story because T.I. wasn't hitting the mark like he was supposed to. So Denzel pulled him aside and was like, hey, they paid you to be you. And so therefore just be you. He's like, that's the only thing that I'm doing. I'm being me in this role. So don't try to do anything. Don't try to be. So he initially just said what you were saying. I'm just not going to go up there with you because when we get famous, I don't want to have everybody being like, we hate Denzel Washington.
I'm cool.
So I'll say, let me say this. You're not wrong. Now, some of his earlier stuff, definitely, like his earlier stuff was different. Like stuff like from late 80s, early 90s, stuff like that. Like movies from then, like I think he did a better job of doing. You see more diversity or whatever the roles or the stuff how he acted in the roles or whatever the case may be. Now, lately, you can
ever since Man on Fire, he was like, or Training Day. That's what it was. Since Training Day, he was like, oh, this is gonna get me. I'm gonna do this every time.
Look, wait. So if we talk, because you said Man on Fire. Man on Fire is like,
I love that movie.
Man on Fire.
Man, that had me finna cry.
The slickest I've ever seen somebody like do, like the slickest movie for Denzel for me is probably what he played. Like he was just like this nigga. I can't believe this nigga just pulled this shit off. Was Deja Vu? Anybody y'all seen Deja Vu?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Where he was
when he was smashing Eva Mendes.
Eva, yes.
Yeah.
Bruh.
His wife was in what was it? She was Internal Affairs.
Yes.
Yeah,
what else? What was the other movie he was with? What he did? He was with Paula Patton. That was pretty good. Like you get I can't think of the name of that movie, but like it's you can you can see like they match up, like from Man on Fire to that. You know what I'm saying? So
he's like, I'm gonna give you 58% Denzel today, and then he said, but you never go. It's like a Tropic Thunder. He's like, you never go full hard, and then after that, like he's like, I go all the way. He's like, I never go, not go full Denzel, but hey, he's like, I'll turn it down a little bit. I may get a little of this action.
And I think it's because I ain't gonna say it's because of that, but I just feel like he was like, I done gave y'all everything, they still ain't appreciated me, so I'm just gonna keep giving y'all the same thing. Like it's like this will work.
Kind of like Tyler Perry.
Mm-hmm. Man, boy, don't get me started.
Like I ain't gonna.
All right.
Biggest problem I have with Tyler Perry movies is they don't end right. The ending just be. It's like he write this whole movie and then they get down to the last 10, 15 minutes of the movie. Like, we just gonna throw this together. Just do something real quick.
Throw some paint on it.
That's basically what he do. Like, bro, really?
Tyler Perry writes the same woman every time.
I can see this. I can see that.
So
I think he write the same characters every time.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
He writes the same characters every time.
So
yeah, the abusive black man. We had that in our. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Get it out.
Derailing. Go ahead.
No. This is definitely gonna go into a section of like ADD with the BS because we definitely went on a whole Denzel just whole thing.
You got the abusive black man and my dire black man, black woman, and the manipulative black man. And was it acrimony or when he was like ashtray bitch? When he was,
deliver us from grace or something, some shit like that.
Something like that. He had that band-aids wig. They looked like they went to Steak and Shake and just filmed the scene. I think he said he shot that shit in like a week or something like that, or 2 weeks, or something crazy.
He don't take too long to make them. That's how he keeps his production costs low.
Yeah, so it was like you get the crazy black woman, manipulative black woman, same roles, daddy's little girl. It's another one. The man was working hard and his wife was cheating. He slapped the bitch over the ball.
Yes.
I forgot what
I know what you're talking about. Man, I love that movie. That's a good movie. It's funny because, like I said, they sitting there. Cause I went to the movie theater to see that, bro. When he hit her and she went across that thing, the whole movie theater cheered, bro. Weak.
Yeah. Wasn't that the one?
Only
the family that prays or something like that. I think that's what it was.
Yes, the family that prays. Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
The only movie he made that was kind of different was the one where the guy was a doctor and his wife ends up cheating and catching AIDS at the end by the hands of an angry black guy.
Right.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name of it, but I know what you're talking about.
I stopped watching them. I actively avoided them because I worked at a movie theater. So I was
like, because I know after
Easter, Easter, Tyler Perry was cleaning up.
Man, you already know what did he direct? What was it? For Colored Girls.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, boy, don't talk about that movie. That's traumatizing.
We go. Let's get back on topic.
All right, so what do you guys think is a bad movie adaptation? I'm gonna go first. Resident Evil, the one that they gave us on Netflix. I was extremely disappointed because it had nothing to do with anything. And
I stopped watching that one. Like it was some time. Yeah, it wasn't working for me, and I was like, I ain't even. I can't even. I'm done. I'm done.
I was gonna go in on taking a Street Fighter again, but since we already did that,
that's coming out next week.
Okay. Let me be quiet then. I probably. As a kid, I like Mortal Kombat, but as an adult, I kind of like,
First one was cool.
Yeah, that second one was definitely not though.
No, you're right. You motherfucking right.
The second different one though. Like the first one, it kind of, and then you really gotta question the first one, like now because like is it nostalgic? Is why it's good, and then the first, and like when it first came out, was that shock factor of like,
what up,
Herm? It was kind of like that shock factor, like, oh shit, it's Mortal Kombat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kind of like how you just kind of you don't remember stuff the right way, so it's kind of like, I'm not saying it's bad because I definitely go back and watch it, but that second one was definitely that Goro was fucking terrible.
Goro was in the first. It was the second one that had the horse dude.
Yeah, one of them was. Both of them was terrible. Like that Goro, yeah.
But you can't say that once you saw Mortal Kombat, you didn't want to go Johnny Cage somebody.
Oh yeah.
Nah, I was looking, so I couldn't Johnny Cage nobody. I was getting my ass beat. Well, I look like trying to. What's up, Marcus? Get my ass down.
Marcus, did you beat up on Double Lock?
No, man.
Blink twice. If that's not true. Blink twice. It's okay.
Man.
We used to try to get Dub out the house, bro. That's what it was. We just try to get Dub out the house. Dub used to want to play video games all the time. And granted, ain't nothing wrong with that,
You know
but
what? How come we haven't got a Killer Instinct animated movie?
that would be dope.
That is. So you guys kind of transition. What video game property would you like to see into a movie or television show?
Metal Gear Solid.
Bro, I'm gonna be real with you, Dub. As much as I want to agree with you,
They'll fuck it up. I know, but
bro, it ain't that. Do you realize how much historical context you'd have to put in that game? I mean, that movie.
Ultra
Like, think about how much cutscene is in it and people talking.
But you got to do if they do like an animated movie. You know what I'm saying? An animated movie might not be. Might be all right.
They need to get that same Last of Us treatment, cause we need the hour 120 episode length of episode. Give us a solid 10 to 12 episodes, and it could be great. Put the budget into it.
What'd you say?
The Last of Us first episode was an hour and 20.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. Yep.
Minutes.
Yeah. No.
1 hour and 20 minutes.
80 minutes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck? Excuse me. Pardon me. I apologize. I have not seen the first episode. Pardon my surprise. Who the fuck finna watch a whole movie for episode 1?
Hey, no, but here's the thing. You did it. HBO did it. You did it with House of Dragon. House of Dragon was 2 hours episodes, things like that. So
okay. But that's episode 1 for something that was like had a precedence. You know what I'm saying? Like we were waiting for this.
Yes.
We just talked about that.
Man,
yeah.
Halo season 1 was dope as shit.
Really?
They had, bro. The only problem I had was I was tired of seeing Master Chief's face. That was it.
Mhm.
Like, but yeah, but everything else, like it was a really good plot story.
The Covenant,
And
the Covenant looked good.
Yeah, Covenant looked great. Like, and then after that, sir, this is what you'll really appreciate. I was saying this before. Like whenever they would take too much damage, you'd hear the low armor noise like you would from the game. Yep.
Oh, that's hard. That's hard.
I gotta go finish it.
Yeah, it's really good, especially the last couple episodes, because Master Chief goes stupid. Just no remorse for anybody.
So I gotta go finish it. But and the Dub said Metal Gear Solid. Sir, what you had? You got a video?
Exactly, because they did the first person shooter view too. So you get to see
they did.
So you get to see first person shooter when he would go into it. It would, and then the graphics for the Covenant were amazing because you got to fight the big boys with the hammers.
Oh, the boots.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's hard.
So you would, yeah, it was nice.
A property made into a show, and it's not because of nostalgia, but I think this could be done. I would like to see Legend of Zelda done into an anime.
Okay.
You said anime or live action?
Anime. I want anime. I don't want live action. Because Ocarina of Time, you could that could be
done. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I had two right off. I had them on right off top of my head. So one would be, and I think they're gonna do either a movie or series. But I would love. What's going on, Hearn? What's up, man? Gears of War. I think Gears of War would make a dope series, whether it be I even go whether it be either live action or animated. Because with the live now, one thing with the live action, you gonna have to do the chainsaw gun right. So if you can't give me the blood and the gore, by all means,
gonna say that.
Take it. Animated.
I want the live action.
Because if I don't get Marcus Phoenix chainsawing somebody
Batista
down the middle,
as Marcus Phoenix.
Hey, that's another thing. That's what they have to put. They have to make Batista Marcus Phoenix. There's no other way around it, bro.
Man, fuck that. Marcus Lawson for Marcus Phoenix, man. Come on.
I appreciate it, but
I'll have to check out Ninja Must Die.
Ninja Must Die. Okay, is that a That's assuming that a show.
Yeah, you got to let us know. Go ahead. You got it.
I said Gears of War was one, and something I think that would be. Dang, I forgot my second one. Go ahead. You can go ahead. I'll come back. Go ahead.
I'm trying to think. What's up, sir?
I just thought about one.
Go ahead.
So I know we picked a lot of fighting game ones because fighting game ones are doing well.
Mm-hmm.
But yo, I don't know if y'all remember, but I think Bloody Roar was slap.
Bruh, that's like anytime somebody asks me on what game I want remade, Bloody Roar is like one of my top two that I named. That and Tenchu Stealth Assassins are my top two games that I remade and remastered for Tenchu. Like that's them the top two come off anytime.
That's what it was. I thought that's what it was.
And Bloody Roar would be a dope Netflix series like they did with Tekken. Mm-hmm. That'll be
bro. Have y'all ever seen like high school God of Tower Gods?
I got it on my favorite list. I haven't
checked it out yet.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember too much about Bloody Roar, but I feel like you gave Bloody Roar a similar concept of like Tower of Gods. It might be actually kind of fire. I think any fighting game with a similar concept of Tower of Gods would be kind of fire.
I think I watched like the first episode of it.
Ooh, I got it. All right. Yeah. So I think Husky, I think you'll appreciate this one. I think the one of the best ones to do is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Okay.
Need that.
Okay.
Disney Plus need that stat.
Because then after that you have Cam that he's an amazing actor, man. Like if y'all haven't seen Gotham, the way he plays the Joker multiple times. Mm-hmm. So he doesn't play him just as one different way. He plays in multiple different ways. Definitely, I would say that one's a really good one to have. And then also, we forgot to talk about this one, but a good adaptation that I've been watching was also Cyberpunk.
Yeah, my homeboy was just telling about that.
Episode 1 is crazy.
I gotta watch.
You start off with just headshots of police and then just like, oh, okay. It was violent, and I was just like, okay, well,
made me buy the game.
Yeah,
I gotta watch it, man, because that's when I interviewed one of the dudes that was down there. He was cosplaying as one of the guys from Cyberpunk.
Yeah, he showed up was Daddy Jones was his name.
Yeah, was the dude name. Yeah, I completely agree. Like that I've heard so much. Like I've heard that from people that's inside the gaming space, outside the gaming space, people in like gaming media have talked about how good the Cyberpunk animated show is. I just gotta watch it, man. It's nothing but good things I hear about that one.
Just like you got that extensive backlog of games, I got an extensive ass backlog of anime I gotta watch. I gotta finish JoJo.
Boy, I just finished not Stone Ocean. What's before Stone Ocean? Gold Wind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just finished Gold Wind. That shit was crazy. I'm ready for this next one. Bruh. Bruh. I don't know why I waited so late to get on JoJo, bro. I don't know why.
JoJo goes hard.
What's the name of the game where the dude had a chain or something on his arm? Oh, I know what you're talking. Like it was. I'll look it up, but I know it was something. It was something where they were almost. Let me see.
I say because I know you're talking about God of War.
Now they are doing. I think Amazon ordered a God of War series, so we're gonna be getting that from God of War. And they're not doing the old God of War. They're doing like the
Dishonored, maybe. Could it be Dishonored that you're talking about?
I haven't played Dishonored
because it's almost like a steampunk kind of era.
So let me ask you guys. So I know we kind of moved away from the movies kind of quickly, but how did you guys feel? So just name me some of the movies that.
He's talking about BioShock.
Oh,
ooh,
that was good. That was right. That was like one of my.
That one, and I think Dead Space would be awesome. Dead Space, but you gotta have.
Not ready for that.
Huh? Let me tell you,
because I'm not ready for it.
All right, let me tell you this story.
The game comes out and matter of fact, comes out next week.
Yeah. So
buying it.
Oh God.
Let me tell you. All right, when me and Sir were rooming together, I had this big ass television. It was like the 55, but it was a projection one, so it was big as shit. I named it Mondo because I figured if anything over 4 foot, it should have a name. So I couldn't play Dead Space in the front room without because everything it echoed. So everything echoed when we played in that room. So what would happen is I'd stop playing Dead Space as soon as it started to get dark, because then after that it made you sound like some shit was behind you. And then like one time Jeremy came in right when I was dying. I was like, all right, well, it's time to put this game up. Wait until the sunlight day. And nobody was able to play it after that. So
another game like that, Outlast. Mm-hmm. Outlast is scary like that because you.
I heard about that. I ain't about to play it, but I heard.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just whack ass camera dude.
You better run the game.
Yes. Bro, you're literally like this camera guy, and your only weapon the whole game is this camera. And how do you use a camera as a weapon? You don't. He uses it as like night vision to see in the dark. You run out of batteries, you can't see shit. And then next thing you know, you just see all these people in this fucking place just chasing you. So you see them, they make eye contact, you take off and run and hide.
I'm good on that one.
Yeah, that's
the story is great.
It is.
I know we moved past movie games that were made in the movies. Let me ask you guys how you feel about some of the ones, because I was looking at some. So how did y'all like, or did anybody watch the Warcraft movie?
Nope.
It was all right. I didn't never play the game, but the Warcraft movie was all right. What about the whitewashed Prince of Persia that we got?
I went out of my way to not watch it.
Yeah, I don't watch that one.
Hey, anybody watch it?
Goddamn Jake Gyllenhaal.
What about the two? Anybody watch the Tomb Raider movie?
Which one?
Not the Angelina Jolie. The newer version, the newer one we had a few years ago.
Yeah, another.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, it wasn't bad. Like it plays. So the movie plays a whole lot like the new Tomb Raider game.
It does.
And so it wasn't bad again. It's only as good as it. It's not great, but it was like okay. You know what I mean? Like
animated.
Oh no, it was live action.
It was decent.
I did not know there was a Tomb Raider.
Yeah, it was like
2018. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of treasure hunting movies, so Indiana Jones, Nathan Drake, Laura Croft.
Herm disagrees with me. He says it was bad. So, but he also said Uncharted was bad too.
I mean, everybody.
Everybody's a critic.
Everybody got it. So yeah.
One movie that I really like that based off a video game, they kind of made it okay, was the Need for Speed movie. Need for Speed movie was actually okay.
That was a Need for Speed movie?
Yes. With the dude from Breaking Bad.
Aaron Paul. I
gotta
tighten up. I don't know.
No, you don't. Not on that one. Not on that one. It was like another Fast and Furious, bro.
It kind of was. But it was it was like, if you ain't doing that, something to watch. Like, and it's mildly entertaining.
You know what it sound like? Family killed that move from airing on your TV screen, my boy.
Might have been.
Man, family killed that move from airing on TV screen because they love you and they care about you. And they ain't want that piece of shit on wasting your time.
Right. What about a Resident Evil series? Not the actual, like the actual movies that we've gotten.
They've been fucking up, bro.
Like the first two were all right.
Yeah, the first two with the I forgot the
first one was
girl
all right
had.
for me.
Bruh,
Second,
I started watching.
it's increasingly frustrating because you have a story. What up, Jaquan? You have a story.
Yeah, man. We got. Oh yeah. The Street Fighter movie was dope, especially when Bison and Ryu and Ken and
that triple threat match. Yeah, that shit was right. That handicap match. I mean, but Resident Evil just needs to focus on the first one, like
source material,
and that's all they got to do. That's what I don't understand.
It's the police force being decimated, being separated in this mansion, and they don't know what the fuck is going on. Bro, that's all you have to do.
They tried that and they failed horribly at it. Do you guys know there was a Resident Evil movie that came out like 2 years? I think it was 2 years ago, based on like their very first game.
Yeah, me and my homeboys watched and we talked, man, shit, Leon wasn't even like the main character. He was like some
movie was.
I'm looking to
hard garbage.
Is it The Last of Us that you're talking about? Herm?
Yeah, I think you're talking about The Last of Us.
Yeah, we talked about that one, Herm. That's really good.
Yeah, the first episode was really good, man. Really good if you haven't seen it yet.
All right, I'm gonna be comparing it to the game.
Hey, Jeremy,
you know
I'm
what?
gonna tell you this one part.
Do that.
I'm gonna tell you this one part, and it's not even a spoiler. They take a part of the game and they just make it real life. So there's a part of it where they're trying. Nope, I'm not gonna tell you that. You'll just see it, and then after that, you'll be like, oh. So it's really dope.
I liked how they explained the virus way before it happened, and they used future occurrences to justify how that shit was gonna happen.
Yep,
it was pretty dope. Like I didn't plan on watching it.
They explained how the virus. They explained the virus in the first 5 minutes of the movie. They explain how it could be or whatever the case may be, and you get there within the first 5 minutes of the movie. Then it cut to go to where like the game pick up or where the game started or whatever the case may be. So, but they it's not. I ain't gonna say it's a shot for shot remake of the game, but like you get like certain scenes you see from the game to the show. They changed a couple of things just to throw people off, but it's really good.
You have those Coming to America aha moments.
Yes.
So,
hey, Herb, be safe, brothers.
All right, man.
Hey, Herb, take it easy, man.
All right, Herb.
I thought about another one that I think would be a really good adaptation, but I'd want it in anime form. I'd want what is it? Devil May Cry. I'd want it to be like redone. I know, but I'm saying I want to have like the whole thing going from like the first part all the way through.
Oh, you trying to go?
Yeah,
1 to goddamn 5.
Yeah.
I would like a Devil May Cry 0 game made because I want to play as Sparta. I want to know how badass Sparta was.
You own something, because I'm not gonna lie. When I seen Sparta in like Devil May Cry 1, even though Dante was that guy, they put so much emphasis on how badass Sparta was. Like whenever I made a character on like wrestling game shit, his name was Sparta, because I'm like, this motherfucker finna whoop some ass. You know what I'm saying? Like they put Sparta in the same kind of. Y'all watch Grapple Baki?
Yeah,
I haven't.
They kind of. Come on, man.
Look, man. Look.
He followed behind on games, anime. It's all right, man. He got 3 of them. He got 3 kids. It's divided.
Man, I'm gonna find them a little baby hotel and drop them off for like a solid week for you, so you can
please,
catch up, man. Look, you find a baby hotel,
please, cause man.
so basically, they kind of put Sparta in the same breath as Yujiro Hanma. I mean, they build up this super badass character, and it's just kind of like, oh damn, he can do all that. Like I said, you see Yujiro pop up, he punched the ground, he stopped an earthquake. Like, anyway,
yeah,
get on top. So,
what I know they're coming out with a Fallout game. I think that's going to be by they're doing a Fallout game. Horizon Zero Dawn is getting the game. Netflix.
Can I vent about that game real quick? That game was boring as fuck.
Fallout's getting a move, getting a show. I think it's getting.
Which one is boring?
Horizon. Horizon's boring.
Oh,
Bro, I like that game.
It's boring.
Bro, I like killing folks. I like being able to
fight this electric zebra. It's like,
yeah, I get that. So
I've never played it, so I'm kind of like,
I take that back. It's not boring. It's fun, but it's like
it's not as entertaining.
You're gonna see everything you're gonna see in like an hour.
I say 4. But then after that, you get other stuff to customize your weapons to be able to take them down. Because some of them, you can look at them and be like, that's a cool ass, machine, but I can't mess with it right now. So like, it's like one of those areas where you can't do anything from that point, but it's, I was going to say the plot, but then the plot's really not all that, like, it's just like, it's like, hey, go here. Like, you don't really
fetch quest.
Yeah, okay. So it's not great, but it's not horrible. Though.
It's B+. It's really B+.
It's B+. I can definitely agree with you on that.
I can understand why because I've started playing it, whatever. But I can understand why it's like you said. After I think I made it to the first fight where you fight the tiger or whatever. You gotta get you come in the village, fight the tiger one or whatever, and it's like it's cool, but it's like it don't hold. It ain't. I want to restart. I don't start over, but it ain't really held my interest like that. So I'm like, I'm gonna try it again because I really want to play it. And I got the when I bought my PlayStation 5.
You just need to get to The Witcher. You can skip that one. You can definitely.
Oh, The Witcher is level. I still gotta jump back in. I got stuck on the part where I gotta kill some lady or whatever. And
there's no reason you should say that you got stuck on anything.
You never played The Witcher, dog?
Nah, I haven't.
I started and other stuff came out and I stopped. Like the part I played, I wouldn't qualify as called playing. But I bought the PS5 version to play it. But I got caught up on catching up on One Piece. And when I finally caught up on One Piece, I just been bullshitting now. So yeah, but it's on top of my list. But Dead Space come out next week. So like, do I start The Witcher or do I wait for Dead Space? I'm gonna have to start.
Dead Space Dead Space shouldn't take you with. It should be like, I think Dead Space is gonna be 15 hours, maybe 15 hours.
12 to 15.
All right, so
I'm scared.
But then after that, you're going to end up playing Hogwarts afterwards because that comes out.
I'm playing that. I plan on getting that.
I'm not a Harry Potter fan, so like unless it gets some good ass on, you
don't ever want to just throw magic at somebody, catch somebody on fire. Whoops!
That's why I got Black Clover. That's why I got Black Clover. Black Clover, I throw some magic. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. If you wanted to be playing Black Clover, it's just like Black Clover, but now it's just in what is it?
I got Elden Ring 2. Yeah, Elden Ring 2.
Never mind. Fuck it then.
Drop a big ass wound on the motherfucker. You feel me?
Well, there you go.
Hey, I'm waiting to restart, do my new game plus.
I with DLC for it.
Oh, I can't wait.
I don't know if it's dropping this year.
DLC is always harder than the motherfucking game, and I'm ready for it.
I'm ready for it. Yeah, Level 413.
They're dropping DLC for it. It's gonna be. I don't know if they didn't say if it's gonna be this year or not because they're coming out. They're working on Armored Core 6. It's dropping later. That's dropping in winter. I think November, December. But they did say they're not through with it. So you gonna get some DLC for it. So
I'm getting full price. I wish I was about the deluxe edition when it first came out, but I want to believe it at first.
That's why it's so hard for me to buy games anymore because you get games like that with so much shit in it, bro. So much shit in it, and then you get other games that's like spend $70 on this and get 10 hours. Nigga, I had 130 something hours on Elden Ring.
Yeah, as far as that, we can. That's definitely a conversation for another day because that can be going to some deep. But another game I would that I think would make a cool movie would be. I was looking at I think it's Infamous. That would make a movie or a series like they did like an animated series for that. That might be dope.
They didn't do that title justice as far as the game, in my opinion.
No, they didn't.
That third one's kind of whack.
The third one? No, maybe I did play the third one. I know the first one and the
first
second
two was
one
was cold.
Cold.
I think it got
Yeah.
name.
And then
The
no,
third
I did
one
play
was
the third
awesome.
one with the other dude.
Which one was the dude who could suck up neon or whatever that was? Like neon lights and stuff.
I think that's the
I
first
think
one.
the third.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And then the other, because the other guy was doing paint, like he was tagging stuff.
Graffiti or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
it was one more I had in my head. I can't think of it. I was gonna. Well, I don't know if you guys any of you guys ever played Fable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like the premise of like especially the first one, the premise of it, I think would make a dope series. Like the whole
I think that would.
Yeah, especially through that first second ones. I love those. Like some of my favorite games, but yeah.
Agree, but disagree because I don't think about fables and stuff like that. You don't have a character to rally around. You know what I'm saying? So basically, somebody can kind of direct it and fuck up a whole character. Like start watching, oh, it's Fable. Then you get to know the main character. Man, who is this corny motherfucker, man? You know what I'm saying?
I forgot to say my most famous one is always one of my go-tos, KOTOR. Like that's something we need now. Like
Knights of the Round is that shit, my boy.
Disney need this. They got the property. Gonna spend that money, bro. Like y'all got the story right there.
Yeah,
this can kick off
Luke Skywalker's nutsack, man.
This can kick off y'all new.
That would get off of it, man. Like
if they put that movie out. And they can even if they want to split it up in it. Now I ain't gonna say they can. I don't know if they can do it in 3 movies, but they can do it in. You can split it into 2. You can do that first movie where you
honestly make that whole trilogy, bro.
You can't. You can pull it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very much so.
Yeah. Mark Hamlin's tired, my guy. He tired.
But he gone. Like he won't come. He coming back.
I don't blame him.
But I complete that right there needs to be a movie.
Darth Revan, nigga. Let's
go. Bruh, like just that whole thing, bro. I remember playing the game and feeling and like you figure out who you are, and I was like, I forgot how old I was when I played. I was like, word.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh,
that could be the end of the first one.
That could be the end of the first one. I can definitely see that.
I didn't play the first one. I had the second one. But I know I played the fuck out the second one.
Man,
I replayed that.
I ain't beat the second one, but I beat the fuck out the first one.
Bruh, that first one.
It took me a while, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was a Sith, Jedi. I was in the middle. Whatever. I go back and play just so I can have sex with a character. I miss your ass this time. I'm gonna get your ass next time.
That's me on Mass Effect, bro. And I think that's another good title that could make a.
Oh yes, that'll make
the GOAT, bro.
That'll be a good dope sci-fi movie.
Commander Shepard.
Mm-hmm.
So was you smashing the alien? Yeah, I was smashing all the aliens.
Liara, bro. Liara's getting all the dick, bro. Liara and Tommy fucking them both. Yep. Yep. Sure was.
Been your little blue ass over. Come
out.
Alien feet.
Yep. Don't give a damn.
Suck on them too.
Whoa.
we can get the nail take on these alien toes, bro. Get her the glow in the dog joints, baby. Get her the glow in the dog joints.
Hey, look. Straight up. You heard it first.
Hey.
Well, an episode of With the BS with Dub is never complete without talking about feet. So, we had to go there. So, well, I think we came to the end of it. Gentlemen, any other questions, comments, concerns, emotional outbursts?
If your man don't touch your feet, he don't love you.
Yeah, man.
There you go.
Make Silent Hill great again.
Ooh, that's another. The movies were alright. They went.
I'm talking about the games.
I know the game.
The game's great again, bro.
Let's do it. They coming out with they're coming out like 3 different Silent Hill games.
Yeah, at one time. I'm for it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You owe me. You owe me, Konami. After what you did in Metal Gear Solid, you owe me.
I don't know if it was it their fault or was it
It was their fault. They tried to fuck Kojima over. It was their fault.
Yep. And he said, "Fuck you," and just left the game out.
Went off and then made a delivery service game.
Yeah, that shit pissed me off.
UPS Simulator.
Right.
Boy, that's the hardest game I've
played. This is the most prolific game of my generation. Big stop.
They be saying the storyline. They be trying, and every time I try to go back and play, it's like I can't
make myself buy it, bro. I can't do it.
I broke down and buy it. I even had the PS5 version. But the fucking fact that an idle rock can end my fucking game after I bought all this shit over here, I done got through there. You know how in church they say you gotta weather the storm.
Mm-hmm.
I weather the storm and I get fucked up over trials and tribulations. This rock just sitting right on the ground. This rock ended my playthrough, cuz. This rock.
Oh man.
Gotcha. Man.
Oh, you broke the package. Game over, man. Fuck them folks in that package, man.
Right.
Bruh, they take that delivery service shit serious.
That shit.
UPS and FedEx need to learn from that.
That shit wild.
Man, what? Because UPS should be tossing my back. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Bruh,
Amazon too.
I kid you not. Somebody looked in front of my garage one day. Like they didn't come to the front door. They dropped it off in front of the garage. Like really, bruh. Like really, you can't walk. It's just
just video package like this.
playing.
All the Globetrotters and shit.
Doing the song and everything.
NBA Street.
Yeah.
Oh god.
All right. So next time on the next episode, we are going to discuss the first. We'll probably do it next week. So probably next Wednesday. So we'll probably do the first 3 episodes of Vinland Saga. So we'll have a conversation about that. See how people like it. What they don't like.
Simulator.
Mm-hmm. So we'll
Farm Simulator.
Hey, bro, you're not finna do that. You're not finna do that. I like Animal Crossing.
Hey, why play Big Green Tractor for me? Take you on a ride on my Big Green Tractor. We can go slow, or you can go faster.
So we're going to do that next time. In the next couple episodes, we got a conversation about Tekken versus Street Fighter.
Yes.
That'll be next week.
Yes. Also, be on the lookout. We're going to be doing a fighting game tournament. Basically, we're going to get 16 characters from all different forms of fighting games. We go pair them up, and we go see who go come out on top.
Ooh, a tournament. I like that.
Yeah, man.
We also in the same vein of tournaments, we're gonna have an anime tournament. So we're gonna have a selection of I'm gonna say 16 teams.
32 March Madness of sorts, I see.
Yeah,
yes.
It's too much to do 32.
Yeah, we got time.
Yeah, so we're gonna have those coming through, and we got a lot of other stuff. But the one thing I do need to make sure I let you guys know about is the Blerd Syndicate.com. We actually redid the shirts. We actually redid the website. My son just got some new shirts. Don't tell him. Them shit's fire. I was so proud of them damn shirts. I was like, oh, okay. So if you want to, no, I'm not gonna say if you want to. You got to. You got to.
It is a must.
To the blerdsyndicate.com. Then after that, we got the promo code DND20 that gets you 20% off. And trust me, them shirts are waiting for you. So I'm done, gentlemen. Y'all got anything else? Blerd Club.
That's it, man. You know, once again, we thank y'all. Appreciate y'all for listening as always. Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah. Sir, where can they find you at?
Oh, at the 2020 Podcast LLC on Facebook.
Say the LLC.
Please say the LLC. Please do it. And go to our website, the 2020 Network LLC.com.
Yeah.
Oh, and my shirt says manifest that hoe.
Hey.
Yes. And Sir has his own shirt as well on the blerdsyndicateshop.com. It is a sit on my face shirt. There's actually about 3 of them.
Hey.
So there's a couple of them shirts. I'm just saying, if you have anything at all, you should be able to just go check it out.
Don't
go all of them.
Quit playing with me. Quit playing.
With me. He don't like it.
Merch coming soon.
The Foot Fondler is on its way. So we got a lot of stuff, man. So if you,
even though I don't suck toes, I gotta support.
Hey, listen, they're gonna think you a Ninja Turtle hater. The Foot Fondler. But no, either that or you're gonna have some real interesting conversations. Either way, that's for the other hours later on. But we want you to be like we want to be like NWO. Do we want to be like NWO? Except for Hulk Hogan, because Hulk Hogan every time. I don't like the fact that just because his daughter got a little brown meat, now all of a sudden he gets to say nigga all the time. That's not all right. So we want you to be just too sweet.